So Carly made a video. I'm going to tag her below. But she made a video asking about 9, but that's the number I got from it, 9 shifting questions for people who have successfully shifted to their DRs. And I wrote them all down, and I wanted to, one by one, just go through them and answer them. So we're gonna just start with the first one. So this is technically a 4-part question. So the main question is, do you notice a difference between successful and unsuccessful attempts? Is there a common factor? Is it your mindset? Is it your motivation level? Let's answer. Do I notice a difference between successful and unsuccessful shifting attempts? Yes. Yes, I very much do. The issue with that is that I only recognize the difference when I have a successful shifting attempt, and I do not recognize the difference when I'm going into my shifting attempts. So that's fun. So what I mean by that is that in the moment when I'm doing the shifting attempt, no, I do not notice anything different between what I'm doing to be successful versus unsuccessful. I have no idea when I'm in the middle of an attempt if it will be a successful one or not. Also, sorry I'm shaking so bad. It's my POTS and all my other issues. I would say there is a common factor, but I would not say that it is motivation driven, because I have had successful shifts on nights where I literally didn't give a single fuck. And I was like, whatever. And then I ended up having a very successful shifting attempt. So I would say that the most common factor is in fact the mindset. And the mindset is more about how I feel about what is possible and is not possible for me. So it all boils down to my particular beliefs. Now, if you ask me in any shifting attempt, do you believe this will be the successful one? The answer is going to be yes every single time. But that's not actually the case. And I don't know how to identify the difference except for the times where I've had a successful shifting attempt and I reflect back on the night before and I just realize that I felt free. And I don't know how to quantify that. I don't know how to explain that necessarily. Whenever I've come back from a successful shifting attempt and I've reflected on the shifting attempt that got me to the other reality that I've now returned back from, when I reflect on what I was doing, what my mindset was, what I was thinking, all of that stuff, every single time it boils down to the fact that when I was doing the shifting attempt, I felt free. I felt unburdened. I just felt willy-nilly, and not like I didn't care, because obviously I'm doing a shifting attempt, so I do care, but it's more so there's no pressure behind whether or not there will be success or not. There's just the freedom of knowing that I have the ability to do it, and that at the end of this, when I, am done with whatever it is that I'm doing, I know that there is a very real potential that I will be seeing another reality and another life that I live at the end of whatever it is that I'm doing. And that seems to be the only difference, which is really hard and difficult, because when I reflect on all of my shifting attempts, for the most part, I think that is in fact what my mindset is. But when I have a successful shifting attempt and I reflect back on my mindset, I realize that instead of saying I feel that way, I genuinely am feeling that way. I'm embodying the feeling of feeling free, of feeling capable, of knowing that, ooh, my ear is ringing. There just seems to be a difference between actually feeling and embodying that freedom around shifting versus telling myself I'm feeling that freedom around shifting. And that seems to me to be the common factor in my successful attempts when I've had them. Even for accidental shifts, every single time it has been feeling free, feeling capable, and like it's going to actually happen. It's not I'm fantasizing about it, or I hope that this will happen. It's quite literally this literally may be the reality when I open my eyes, or when I get to the end of my counting, or when I fall asleep, or when I wake up, or whatever it is, however I'm thinking, in an attempt. But ultimately, the common factor is that when I'm doing the attempts on nights I've been successful, I felt free. And on nights when I'm unsuccessful, I don't feel free. I feel pressure. I feel trapped. I feel like ball and chain kind of feelings, like I'm just like unable to get out of this rut, or this experience, or this thought process, or anything. And it's that's how I feel when I have unsuccessful attempts, in my mindset, in my like genuine core feeling in my mind that I can't identify at the time that it's happening. I really can only identify these things like afterwards, when I reflect back on them and I'm not in the middle of doing it, So I would say, yeah, that's my answer. Do I notice a difference between successful and unsuccessful attempts? Yes. Is there a common factor? Yes. No, it is not about motivation. I wouldn't even necessarily say it's about mindset. It is about mindset, but it's not like a conscious mindset that you're forcing yourself to have. It's something that you just feel. You just feel free. You just feel able or capable. And it really sucks that I have not been able to identify in shifting attempts, in the moment that they're happening, that difference. So I think that's why I don't shift consistently the way that I expect to, or the way that I want to. Also, so sorry this is so long. I wanted this to be a short video, and here we are 7 minutes in, so I'm going to go now. Bye!